A big surprise for you this morning, something I'm very excited about. We are now joined on the phone by Mr. Alexander Gould. You might not know the name, but you will certainly know him as Shane Botwin, Strange Botwin from Weeds on Showtime. Alexander, good morning. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Excellent. We got another season of Weeds here, and last season, it's weird talking about it because I'm afraid there's people that aren't caught up on the show and we're going to ruin it for them. Do you ever feel that way?
I hope not. I definitely tell everybody that it's a really, really great show, and definitely watch it if you haven't.
Yeah, exactly. I tell people that all the time. I've got a few new people hooked this season that went back before this season started and watched all the old seasons to catch up.
Yeah, I've talked to people who've done that too.
But you, at the end of last season, you kind of changed the whole landscape of the show. You used a croquet mallet and bashed somebody in the head with it.
Yeah, it was a fun, really fun, crazy twist. I was so glad to be able to do it, though. It was such a great time and such a fun, just different direction for the show.
Yeah. What's cool about it is for people, especially people that have gone back and not watched the show over time, but just caught up really recently here, you get to see you really grow up on the show. I mean, how long have you been on Weeds?
Been on it for 6 years now.
So you started as a little kid, and now you're growing up into a man, and you've got to do it all in front of the public.
Yeah, it's really cool. You know, some people have home videos. I have a whole show.
Yeah, exactly, with a bunch of really, really talented actors that get to kind of prop you up. I've got my mom making faces in the background, and you've got all these great actors.
Yeah, it's awesome.
What did you think when you first got Weeds? I mean, did you have any idea that the show was going to go on and you'd still be doing it, at 16, or did you think it was just kind of a cool little thing that might fizzle out?
I didn't really know. It was up in the air, and it was definitely an interesting concept at the time. I think it was the first of all of the Showtime shows, so it was ahead of its time a little bit, and it laid new ground.
Yeah.
But it's such a fun, crazy show, and what's kept it alive is how many twists and turns. Every season is just something completely new and completely different.
Yeah.
So far as we don't have a theme song anymore because it didn't fit with where we went.
That's cool. I mean, I really like that too. I mean, from the theme song to just the whole tenor of the show. It's gone from, it's like dealing, growing, selling, running, and currently in this season, you guys are running. You're the Newmans now. Yeah. You've changed your names. You're on the run because of the croquet mallet incident and all that stuff that happened in the past. Tonight's episode on Showtime, can you tell us a little teaser about what's going on tonight? The family is kind of, I think we're in Seattle still at this point, and craziness is going on with the whole season. It's great because you're never sure if they're going to get caught, if someone's right behind them, or what. So Shane's still getting into more craziness, being kind of a parental figure with Stevie, mm-hmm. and it's just really fun and quirky, and it's such a fun, light season. It's really just fantastic. What do you think about your character? I mean, obviously you know a lot more about Shane probably than we do watching it since you get to play him, but do you think that he's crazy? I mean, mental? I mean, before he seemed a little bit weird, clearly affected by the loss of his dad and stuff, but this season it seems like you might be needing to be institutionalized, that crazy. You seem a little weird and there's something going on under the surface. Is that intentional?
Yeah. Definitely, yeah. Shane is not quite right, and it's kind of fun because he's gained a lot more confidence from the croquet mallet incident, but you're never quite sure if he's gonna go off the deep end, and he's happy, but he's got that little thing there where it makes everyone kind of wary around him and go, okay, I'm going to watch what I say and watch what I do, because you never know if Shane's going to just pop at any moment. So exactly. He's definitely kind of just been completely dehumanized by the entire situation that he's been thrust into.
It's certainly crazy. Do we know anything about the future of the show after this season? Have they picked you guys up for another one? Is it still up in the air at this point?
It's still up in the air at this point. The cast at least doesn't hear anything until after the first of the year.
Okay, so that's when they'll let you know if you've been picked up or not?
Yeah.
Are you hoping that you get picked up again, or are you ready to move on to other stuff?
It's such a great show, and I love doing it. I would love to keep doing it. But there's also, there's other opportunities out there. So I think either way would be really great.
Excellent. Well, I think people, if they haven't seen it yet, they need to check it out. And it's tonight on Showtime. You can watch Weeds and little Mr. Shane Botwin going a little crazy. Alexander Gould from Weeds. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Alexander. And you do a great job on this show. So keep it up, my man.
Thank you so much. Awesome.
Bye-bye.
The Big J Show. Weekday mornings from 6 till 10 on Billings' #1 hit music station, Hot 101.9.